Good morning, students. In 12th standard computer science, we are discussing list lesson. In the list lesson, last class we have seen adding an element, changing an element, like that. Now in this class, we are going to start with pop function. We have started deleting an element in a list that we have started. For that, we are using pop function also. Already we have discussed remove function, delete statement and all for deleting the element. Now pop function also used to delete an element in the list. Let us start now. What is the use of pop function? It is used to delete an element using the given index value. If you give the index value, the pop function will delete the particular element. Suppose if the index is not given, the index is not known, the pop function it deletes the last element of the list. There are two categories. If you know the index value, the pop function delete a particular element. If we don't know the index value, the pop function deletes the last element of the list. That's all. And one more thing about pop function, it deletes a particular element and it displays the same element which it is deleted. That's all. So example we can see, my list is equal to 1, 2, 3 and high I have given. So now my list dot pop of 1. So now index value is 1. So automatically we can index from 0, 1, 2, 3. The index value 1 refers the element 2. So after this line, this statement deletes the element 2. At the same time it prints the value 2, which is deleted. That's all. So now after deleting, when I am printing list, the remaining will be printed. Print my list 1, 3, high will be printed. That's all. Next, using pop, we can delete a single element or we can delete one by one many elements like that. That's all. So it is mainly used to delete one element from the list. That's all about it. Next, clear function. What do you mean by clear function? It deletes all the elements in the list, but it retains the list, like empty list. Clear function used to delete all the elements in the list. It deletes only the elements. All the elements will be deleted, but the list will remain the same. Empty list will be displayed after deleting. It deletes only the elements and retains the list. For example, what is the syntax for this clear? List.clear. List.clear. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and A dot clear I am giving. So the clear function, it deletes all the elements in the list. Next I am giving print A. This function deletes all elements and the resulting is empty list. It will display the answer as empty list. This is what clear function. That's all. So with this deletion over. For deleting we can use delete statement and remove function, pop function and clear function. That's all. Next we are going to start the next topic called list and range function. Using range, how can you create the list? About that we are going to see. So now first, what is range? Range is used to generate a series of values in Python. That's all. Already we have studied about range. Range is used to generate a series of values in Python. A group of values will be displayed using range function. Now when you take range function, it has 3 arguments. Syntax you see, range, start value, end value and step value. Start value is a series beginning number, beginning value. The default value is 0. Next argument, end value. The end value says upper limit, the last number. Always in range function, the last number, the end value equal to upper limit minus 1. Always what value we are giving, the end will be taken as end minus 1. That's all. Next, step value. Step value is an interval. Starting value plus step value equal to next value, like that going on. It is optional. It is used to generate different interval of values. That's all. This is called step value. It is optional. It is an interval between the values. Different interval of values. That's all. So this is called as range function. Next, for example, we can see generating whole numbers from 1 to 10. Very simple thing. For x in range 1, 11. So I am starting value 1, ending value 11 I have given. So it will take end minus 1. So up to 10 it will print. Next print of x I am giving. So first time 1 starting with 1. Next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this up to 10 will be printed. This is called as range function. Next one more example. I am going to print first 10 even numbers. The same thing. For x in range, I am giving starting value 2, ending value 11 and increment, step value is 2. So what will happen here? For starting value 2 plus 2, 4, next plus 2, 6, next plus 2, 8, plus 2, 10. The last value we have given as 11, so it will take up to 10. So starting from 2 up to 10, all the even numbers will be printed. That's all. Next, creating a list with series of values. Here we are going to see about a special function called list function. The list function is used to convert the result of range into the list. Using range, we are printing some elements. These elements can be converted into list through the list function. List function is used to convert the result of range into the list. Let us see the syntax for this. List variable equal to list of range. Using range, we are generating series of values. That values can be converted into list through the list function. So list variable equal to list within a bracket range you can give. Now this list, what is the use of this list function? It is used to create a list. That's all. Next, let us see some example. Even equal to list of range 2, 11, 2. Previous example we have seen range of 2, 11, 2. It prints a even number starting from 2 to 10. Now this 2 to 10 will be stored in this variable and it is stored like list using this function. Range function gives the answer 2 to 10. The 2 to 10 will be converted into the list through this list function. It will be stored in even. Now it is a list variable. So print even I am giving. The values will be stored in a form of list. Square bracket will be printed. That's all. This is called a list function. Using list, how can you print the even numbers? For example, one more example we can see. Generating squares of first 10 natural numbers. I am going to print squares of 1 to 10 numbers. So first very simple thing. Squares is a list. I am giving us empty list. Next, for x in range 1, 11. For x in range 1, 11, s is equal to x power 2, x squared, like that. X power 2 squares dot append of s. Then print squares. What will happen here? First squares is the empty list. Next, for x in range, the starting value I have given us 1. So it comes to the next. These are the function block. So s is equal to x power 2. So 1 power 2. The answer is what? 1 power 2, 1. That 1 will be added with the squares. So this append function will add this element at the last. So squares dot append of s. S has a value now 1. So this 1 will be added in squares. Next, what is the next number? 2. It comes here. S is equal to 2 star 2, 4. So after that already 1, the list has a value 1. Now 2 power 2, 4 will be added. Like the next 3. 3 means what? 3 power 2, 9 will be added with squares. Like that it going on up to 10. The last number I have given us 11. So it will take up to 10. That's all about it. So this is called as how can you print first term? Squares of natural numbers. That's all. Next, list comprehension. Next topic is what? List comprehension. It is a shortcut which is used to create a sequence of elements that satisfy the given condition, certain condition. Here I am going to give some conditions and the values which satisfy the condition will be displayed as a elements, list elements. That's all. Let us see some example here. What is the syntax for this? List is equal to expression for variable in range. Here you can give the condition for I in x, for example, I in range. You can give like that. The same thing, the squares of first 10 natural numbers, you can try like that. Very simply, easily you can give. squares is a list name equal to, what is the condition, what I am going to do, x power 2 is a step I am doing for x in range 1, 11. The same work using list comprehension we can do it easily. So what will happen here, squares is a list name, it is a expression, it is for variable in range. So first it starts with starting value 1, it comes here 1 power 2. 1 power 2, 1 will be stored in squares. Next it comes 2, 2 power 2, 4 will be stored in squares. Like that up to 10 will be stored in squares. Next I am printing squares, print squares, it will print all the ones. Starting from 1 to 10 squares, it will print everything. This is called as list comprehension. The simplest way to give condition, that's all. Next, so this is a very important thing about list. What is how to how to create the list using list function and all. Now list comprehension is very important thing. So that's all. So students, easy concept, but remember the heading correctly. Next we will see in next class. Thank you.